Big market media is wilding out, yo. Wilding out. Why have I read 2 articles, one by Bleacher Report, one by Heavy, saying that there's a possibility that Karl-Anthony Towns would be headed to Los Angeles in a mega blockbuster deal. A mega blockbuster deal. That is the new rumor going on that I'm about to discuss right now on Knicks Latest. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like. Let me know what you think about a Karl-Anthony Towns to Los Angeles Lakers rumor. And you know how I know this is not going to happen? And I want everybody who's watching this video to scoff at anything about KAT going to the Lakers. This is just a warning video to y'all, so that when you read these rumors about KAT possibly going to Los Angeles on Bleacher Report or Heavy or maybe other media outlets that might pick this up and run the story, there's never anything returning to the Knicks in these deals. It's just, hey, LeBron and Luka could use a big man. Karl-Anthony Towns, ship him to Los Angeles. These articles had nobody coming back to the Knicks, and if their name isn't Luka Doncic, I don't want him coming over in a deal for Karl-Anthony Towns. Maybe even an Austin Reeves, right? You have a Mikal Bridges, you have an OG Anunoby there. Where is he going to go? None of this makes sense. You know, here at Knicks Latest, what I plan on doing, there's going to be rumors every day. Right? There's going to be some type of discussion about this player might go here, this player might go here. We're going to hear a lot of things that are leaked from the front office maybe, or, you know, a lot of speculation, and I'm going to report it all. And I'll also give you my opinion on that. Just because there's a rumor out there doesn't mean there's any validity to the rumor, and I'm not going to try to entertain you or lie to you and say this could happen when I don't think it could happen. This is not going to happen. The Lakers and Knicks are not going to make a huge deal that's going to send Karl-Anthony Towns to the Los Angeles Lakers, with the Knicks getting scraps in return. So I want everybody to be well aware that, yes, this is a rumor channel, this is a headline channel, this is news, this is all that stuff, but everything that I'm going to talk about on this channel is going to be realistic, and if it's not realistic, it's me shutting down things that are not realistic. This is not happening, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have to worry. Now, can KAT possibly on the move? Absolutely. There's been talks about him going to Milwaukee for Giannis. That makes sense. You know, if we are going to trade Karl-Anthony Towns, it's going to be for somebody or a pairing like Malik Monk and Domantas Sabonis, which, for the record, I'm not here for, but I have seen that floated around a little bit. A player Domantas, who is all-star caliber, and Malik Monk, who is one of the more coveted role players. That makes sense. Not Karl-Anthony Towns to the Lakers for, hey, take what you could get. It's not happening. So when you read these rumors online, on Twitter, ignore them. I'm here to tell you which ones to ignore, which ones to take seriously, and I'll give you my opinion on whether I like them or not, and you can give your own opinion whether you like them or not. That's great. That's what we want this Knicks Latest community to be. Us having a discussion about what we want for our favorite team going forward, but also, let's live in reality. Karl-Anthony Towns is not going to Los Angeles. He's not going to LA. He's not. He might be on the move. I don't know. We don't even know who the Knicks head coach is and what the relationship with KAT's going to be like. But right now, I can tell you for sure, as of June 27th, Karl-Anthony Towns is not going to Los Angeles at all. Unless it's in a 3-team deal. Like, just no. Not happening. Now, something that might happen is Al Horford might be a New York Knick. He is a free agent target. I've been reading on this, and this is something that I would love. Al has been known to be a tough defender. He spreads the floor. He can shoot the 3 ball. We saw that for years with him on the Celtics, spreading the basketball court. He's a huge reason why they were able to play, you know, the type of basketball that made them so successful, with them 5 out, hitting threes, also being a menace defensively. Now, he is up there in age, but I don't think that's too big of a problem. He's still been very effective. You know, he's not the Al Horford that is going to the All-Star game when he was on the Atlanta Hawks, but he is somebody who can stretch the floor. He is somebody who you can play at the 5, at the 4, switch up lineups with. I'm comfortable with him playing with Mitchell Robinson. I'm comfortable with him playing with Karl-Anthony Towns, somebody who's very versatile in that front court, who would be a perfect fit for this New York Knicks team, can add shooting, is a fantastic passer, good defender, probably get him on the cheap. Right now, the Boston Celtics are completely remaking their roster. They sent Porzingis to Atlanta. They have Anthony Simons now. Drew Holiday's out the door. It's a different team in Boston. It's a different ownership in Boston. They're trying to save money. They're trying to stay below the second apron. I still think they plan on making more moves. So for me, Players like an Al Horford are going to become available. A Sam Hauser might become available. Those are players that I think the Knicks could use. Even a Sam Hauser off the bench would be beautiful. Somebody who can hit the three, who can play the small forward position, and who can defend as well. Those are the type of moves on the margins that I think the Knicks can make this summer that can put them over the top in the Eastern Conference. And that's very possible. And the truth is, a lot of teams are going to be vying for Al. We're not the only ones. I think the Knicks have a lot of interest in him, no matter who the coach is. I think this is real. This is something that I think can happen. Now, will it happen? I don't know. I don't know how many teams are interested in Al, but I would assume any contender who can use a guy who can protect, I won't say protect the paint, but can guard the paint, the 4 or 5 position, and hit the 3 ball is going to win Al Horford, which is basically everybody. So be on the lookout for that. I think that's absolutely something that can happen. Let's recap last night, pick 50, NBA draft. The New York Knicks select Mohamed Diawara from France. Checked out some of his tape. Obviously don't expect this guy to get into the rotation. I think this is a long-term project. He does play good defense, good pressure defense. Now, this is against European competition. Not to knock it, but it's not NBA competition. It's not the same thing. He looks a little raw, very athletic, has a decent shot off the dribble and spot up. Somebody who I think, maybe down the line could make some impact on the team. We'll be interested to see if he plays in Summer League and how he looks there. That's also very important. You get to see him in live action in the decision-making and the IQ. Some clips that I saw of him were making skip passes across the court, which tells me that he has A, good vision, and B, is a good passer, which to me is very important. I'm somebody who likes the ball movement, passing, all that good stuff. So I think, at 50, you're not going to get a top-tier prospect. You're going to have to find somebody in the rough, a diamond in the rough, that you could turn into, a rotational piece. That's a win. And I think he's somebody who, probably could do that. I'm not an NBA scout. I watched his film. The film is highlights. So, of course, I'm going to see all the good stuff. We'll see. I don't know. But to be honest with you, I don't think it matters this year. This year the Knicks are going for an NBA title. This year, I think the Knicks already have most of the rotation set, unless they make a big move. Looking for a bench piece or two. We'll see what comes from that. Al Horford, for me, again, somebody who I think can fit that spot. So I think that's why there's interest there. But please do not be weary of these Karl-Anthony Towns, Los Angeles Lakers rumors. It's not happening. So just wanted to clear that up. There hasn't been much news outside of the NBA draft. That's something that I've read a couple of times on different sites. Wanted to warn you guys. Wanted to make sure you guys are not getting hyped up about that. But let me know what you think on Al Horford. Let me know if you think Al Horford would be a good fit with the New York Knicks and what other free agent targets that you want to be on the team, because we're about to approach free agency. Now the draft is over. This is what's going to be happening. Now this is what the talk is turning to. Free agency and trade talk. Let me know who you want to be traded, if you want anyone on this team gone. Do you want to break up the core? I want to know everything that you want going forward for the New York Knicks. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you drop a comment. We are trying to build a community here at Knicks Latest of Knicks fans who love the team, who are rooting for the team. No negativity up in here. Criticism's cool. All that. But let's keep this positive. Let's root for our favorite team, the New York Knicks. I will see you next time for another episode of Knicks Latest. Peace.